it up for questions for the panel. All right.
Hey, I'm Greg Abbey. I played the voice of
When did you get here?
I played the voice of Tristen Taylor on the first Yugi, and I did Yusei on 5Ds. I played Raphael in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Wayne. Yeah, those are the main ones.
And you have a YouTube channel.
I have a YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Hi, y'all. I'm Wayne Grayson. I do the voice of Joey, and also Shoddy and Darts I played on the original series, as well as in GX I was Banner and Cyrus. And I think I had a small thing in 5Ds. I played some thug named Tanner, I think. Oh, yeah, a real winner with this crowd. Okay, well, the check cleared, so that was all right. And I was Michelangelo in Ninja Turtles with Greg, and a bunch of other things that are really strange that I can't think of right now.
My name is Eric Stewart. I play Seto Kaiba on the original Yugioh series. I played Bastion in GX. Another little show I worked on, I was Brock and James in Pokemon. And by the way, I'm a singer-songwriter too, so look up the Eric Stewart Band if you want to hear some good rock and roll, all right? Thank you.
And can you explain how you got into the business?
The short version of how I got into the business was I was a musician long before I was a voice actor, and a friend of mine offered me a job to work in a recording studio, thinking it was going to be a music studio. I was really into it. Turned out that they produced radio and TV commercials, and all voiceovers only. And so I learned by working in a studio from, I call it the Karate Kid version of immersion into this business. I was the coffee guy. I took out the garbage, and then I went from being that to the production assistant, casting director, producer, and then I ran the studio for 10 years and got a sense of working on that side of the glass, and then I made the transition into actually doing some of the acting. So I didn't realize that that would be my path, but who knew you could actually make a living doing funny voices. There you go.
Mine was a complete accident. I didn't mean to. I had answered an ad that was looking for headshots and resumes, and I sent mine in, and it said I did accents and dialects, and the guy assumed I did voiceovers. I never had, but I lied and said I did. And he cast me, and then that kind of snowballed into meeting other people who were casting things. And I think actually Eric called me out of the blue they were casting Yugioh, and I rocked his world.
He did, and bribed me. What?
Oh, well, that you know, that's the nature of the business.
I went to an acting conservatory at Rutgers and actually lived with Dan Green and another very good friend of ours, Tony Salerno. And I moved to the city and was sort of trying to do the acting thing, and Tony somehow got into the anime world a little bit, so I was doing some of that stuff with him, and I somehow through the grapevine, he heard about the audition for Yugioh. So he just called me up. I'd never heard of any of that stuff, and he just, same thing, a bit random, you know, I just got a call. He's like, hey, they're doing this show, Yugioh, you should go down and audition, and then once you got in the door there at 4Kids, you know, you had the opportunity to audition for the other shows. So that's how I got on Turtles, and we did Ultimate Muscle together. Yeah, come on. No, it's like 6 people. Turtles, yeah, and then we did 5Ds. This is, all the animation stuff I've done, for the most part, has been at 4Kids.
Okay, out of all the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh series, or actually 4 now, if there's one character that you could do, which would that be?
Joey Wheeler. Mission accomplished. Wow, there's smoke coming out of your ears, dude.
Well, no, because Kaiba's probably one of my favorite characters I ever played in my life, but and I feel very connected to his personality. But I'm just wondering. I mean, there's some great. I mean, it would have been probably cool to play Yugi. I think that would have been cool.
Yugi would have been cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so you mean a character you could have played even?
Right. Yeah.
You see, I was listening to the question.
I wasn't. I tried to pay as little attention as possible.
You probably want to play someone that actually duels.
That's true. That's true. And I did. And Yusei Fuda. Yeah, I would say Yusei, just because he had a lot to do. Tristen didn't. Poor Tristen.
And I know that we haven't seen very much of Yusei Fudo, but there may be a couple of people out there that may want his signature monster.
Oh, I'm supposed to do the chant now? From two come one, and from one come great cosmic might. I synchro summon Stardust Dragon! A lot of words. Thank you.
Okay, all right, I'll open up for questions, and we'll have Jason.
Yeah, so, Kaiba.
Your lips aren't moving.
It's Japan.
It's a sorcerer! Oh wait, you might be dubbed by another company.
Yeah, exactly. So, my grandpa was just wondering, when can we expect that Blue Eyes back?
Dark Rabbit 25.
The one I tore in half?
Yeah,
By the way.
can you get another
Dark
copy?
Rabbit 25.
You know what? I bet you could find a Blue Eyes White Dragon here.
Could I? Yeah.
Many.
Oh, but
With
is
my
it,
signature on it.
is it that one though?
No. You can't have it back.
Can I have some compensation?
That you have to do with Joey.
Okay. Can I have some Brooklyn Rage?
You cannot have Brooklyn Rage, I'm sorry.
All right. Strike two. You. Your son.
Wait. Here's the idea. See, when you address someone with just you, you're probably not going to get an answer.
I love you.
I said with just you.
Hi. Yeah, that's really it.
Next.
Hi. You should be very proud of that.
Joey, what was your favorite part about playing your character?
My favorite part about playing Joey?
Yes.
I think one of the coolest things, besides meeting some great other actors that I hadn't really known before, like Craig, Eric, Dan Green. No, they all became really good friends of mine. And I like that the storyline of the first series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Really emphasized how important friendship is and being true to yourself. And it was a message that I believe in, and a message that I hope that I can convey. And from what I hear from some fans today, I did, and it makes me feel good. It was a positive message. I like that. And the accent was funny.
Applause.
Eric, just wondering, could you do me a favor? Rip my blue eyes in half?
I've done that a couple of times, and I've got to say, I think that tiny card is actually a phone book. Right?
So that's a no?
I could try again.
Go. One solid motion. Try to get it. Burn it. Wax on.
I'm telling you, those things, it's like mass, It's like, how does that so much mass appear in one tiny little piece of paper? That is actually 500 pages thick. Right?
All right, this question's for everybody. How come we never got any final seasons for any Yu-Gi-Oh?
You can blame 4Kids for that. I think a lot of it, I don't know, Eric can probably speak to this. Sometimes they just made bad decisions. I think other times they had the next show ready to go and wanted to get to it. I think that's what maybe happened with GX. They had 5Ds ready and just wanted to get it on the air. Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you a lot of times you don't even know too far down the line how far it's going to go. You might have a 1-season deal, 2-season deal, and then the 3rd season might not have actually ever been finished. And then even the original might move on to something else. So that's what happens with that stuff. We would love to be able to wrap some of those things up.
I mean, the actors always wanted to do the rest.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, that's out of our hands, you know, but sure.
I mean, we were just talking about it now. I mean, I think it would be a fantastic thing, even just hanging out with these guys who are obviously my friends. It would be, and just even acting with them is fun. It would be great to have done a reunion show, one special, with the original cast. That would have been fun, because we could wrap it up.
Up front, your Yugioh channel. Your Yugioh channel.
Hello, hello. Wow. Question for all y'all. Kaiba, good man, real good man.
Thank you.
But you lost to Yugi, second episode. It's cool. First. Okay, first episode. Wow, that sucks. But you lost to him. Yusei, you lost last year.
Is there a question?
The question is, when you...
You're all losers.
No, when...
I just want to be clear. You've all lost.
If we're not at the top table, we already did. But Yusei, when will you do Kaiba to see who's second place?
Maybe next year at the 2013 World Championship qualifier.
Would you like to see that?
Yusei versus Kaiba, that would be pretty awesome.
And the winner takes on Jaden. Because, to tell you the truth,
Wait.
he's better than both of y'all.
Wait, Jaden?
You guys think Jaden is better than Yusei and Kaiba? There is your answer, young man.
Cyrus is the best.
I will say this. I will duel Jaden with one arm.
I watched the Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and I've always heard like different background music. And compared to the background music that they had in 4Kids TV, I kind of prefer the Japanese background music over the American music. Why do they redub the music?
Licensing. Because if you redub the music and then they use that music on other versions, you get your residuals off of that. So that's a business decision. That has nothing to do with us either. But I will agree with you that music is key to some of this stuff. The choice of music. While we were just having this conversation the other day, it's, you know, you can have a great script and a great actor acting that line, but if the music behind it is not supporting the drama or the comedy that's there, if it's not scored correctly, then you might not be drawn into that scene properly or be moved. Sometimes even just the silence in between is filled with the music. The silence between the lines is filled with the music, and it might bring you to tears. It might make you laugh. And if it's not scored correctly, you could kill that whole scene. So I'm glad that you are paying attention to that, because it's true. That's a key factor to this that a lot of people just take for granted.
Well, I had no answer at all for that, so well done.
Sorry.
I like music too.
La la. That'll go with the rock opera thing that we're doing next year when we do it. Thank you.
I was just wondering if you could summon Obelisk.
No! Summon Horse! The Blood-Red Dragon!
Wait, you want me to say, I summon Obelisk, the Tormentor? I've never said that before, it's just crazy. It just came to me in a dream.
Oh, hey, Kaiba, can you say, there's nothing you can afford?
But that was so good. Why would I do that? What am I supposed to say? Yeah, but isn't that an abridged line? Kaiba doesn't do abridged lines. Why? Because Eric's funnier than Little Karibo.
No, you did it!
I'll do a Little Karibo with no hands.
Alright, I got two questions. One of them is, I'm not blaming 4Kids, but I felt as if the dialogue within the all 4 series was a lot weaker than the original. If you guys had the chance to go back in time and had the power to change the company that dubbed the anime for English, would you?
Now you're talking about the original, meaning the Japanese?
Yeah. Because 4Kids usually softens it up so they can broaden their horizons with the...
Well, no, they soften it up for another reason. The BSMP. Remember the difference between where we air this stuff and where we, here in America, there are rules by the network of what you can say. And those things, that's the filter that you have to go through. So what you might be able to get away with in Japan, whether it even be a visual, you have to change because of the rules of the network. Now, bad writing is bad writing. I'm not defending that, but just remember that the toning down things, a lot of that stuff is done because it's Saturday morning in the United States and there are children watching, and in this country we have some very crazy strict rules.
Okay, very true. I've said this in the past at conventions and stuff. The company is called 4Kids, not 4 deranged adults. So they do kind of have to tamper things down. Yeah, it's just the way it is. It's a kid's show here. It may not be in Japan, but it is here, and you can't get away with mass murder or using guns or anything of that nature. So.
But the question you had is, would we want to rewrite some things? Yeah, I would agree with you. I think that there are some things.
I thought it was perfect.
Except for Joey's lines, I would rewrite stuff.
Alright, and the second question is, I know all you guys accidentally got into the business, but if anybody wants to get into the business of voice acting, how is it usually done?
I mean, we each probably have our own answer. I always tell people that, let's see, first of all, I tell people to study acting, first of all. Then you want to take classes, as many as you can. Then you want to make sure you get a reel. Then you got to live in, you want to do animation, you should probably live in Los Angeles because there's very little of it in New York. But you got to be in, you want to get into voiceovers, you got to be in Los Angeles or New York or maybe Chicago. You got to knock down every door, you got to be really patient. But mostly you got to study, you got to work, because I think people think sometimes it's a simple thing you can pick up, and you just want to have as many tools as you can so when you get the opportunity to walk through the door, you're ready. Because there's not a lot of opportunity. I mean, as you can hear, and a lot of it's luck. A lot of it's being in the right place at the right time, trying to take advantage of relationships you have with people who might be in the business without being too pushy. But that's also something you have to learn, that you have to go through. I mean, I know I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I mean, not specifically voiceovers, but trying to be an actor and being in the business, and it's a lot. You have to work hard and be ready and push relationships. That's what I would say.
I also think that one of the things that we miss a lot in this world are being apprentices. I learned the most by being in a studio. Even though I didn't know I wanted to be a voice actor, I absorbed what was going on. And I think that there are places, yes, in this economy it's hard to get a job, in the business, but you can still intern somewhere. If you can find like your local radio station, or you can find a local advertising agency that might do production, and you can offer your time. I've got a couple of hours a week, I'd like to can I make copies? Can I just be around? You will absorb what's going on. There's nuances. It's like, if you wanted to be a great cabinet maker, you'd go find a woodworker and just be around them, hand them the tools. It's the same kind of thing. You pick up a lot from that. So if you're not ready to move to one of the major cities right now, but want to get at least a taste of that, if you're in the facility, you might actually be asked to audition for something at some point.
The one final question, actually not after.
Well, the second of two would be final.
Okay, that's cool. This is for everybody here. How do you guys feel with Toonami's return? Toonami's return.
Well, Toonami's return.
Toonami.
Oh, Toonami. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, right. Well, I love Cartoon Network. Is that what that's on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. Is Toonami specifically anime?
Yes.
Then good. I'm glad it's back, because this stuff is great. It's fun.
Aren't we glad it's back?
You should be. Are we not glad it's back? Yeah. Am I barking up the wrong tree here? I take it all
glad
back.
it's back.
The hell with Cartoon Network. Yes, it's back. Yeah. Cartoon Network has some great stuff on there, and it gives exposure to anime. That's great. Can't be anything wrong with that.
All right, 3 more questions.
Oh, right here.
Let's go.
Oh, give it to Jay.
Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh players. How are you today? Okay. Have you ever played Yu-Gi-Oh before?
I played a little bit because my son duels, but I'm not that good, and I can't duel you.
I gotta tell you, maybe the second or third season of Yu-Gi-Oh, Dan Green and I were asked to do a DVD explaining the rules, and he and I became really good friends over the first season. And we thought, hey, we don't know how to play this thing. This DVD is gonna be great. We're gonna learn. We're more informed about it. We'll be able to go to conventions and talk to people and know. And we had a 4 or 5 hour recording session, and we were even more clueless than we walked into the first game. I had no idea how to play this game, and I salute you all for learning it, because it's complicated.
Now, I directed the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I got to digest every rule, every card, every move there was. And as soon as I thought I had it all together and I was ready to actually play it, Yugi cheated. And I decided that there was no use in playing. Because he was always going to pull some card out behind his ear and go, I got this. Be like, what happened? So no, I don't play it. Because of that experience.
Dan, right here, Dan.
What I want to know is, what is your favorite line from any character that you've ever done?
Oh, I got mine. Mine's easy.
Go, what we think.
It would be James saying, I'm a flaming Moltres.
I'm gonna paraphrase, because I said it so often in the first season. Variations of it just made me laugh every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do it for my sister, Serenity. Go Yugi!
Or if I move out, I always like saying this one. My name is Raphael, and the bozo in the hockey mask is about to find out how angry I can be.
What was that?
Wait, that was a show?
Mikey!
Ravi!
Hello.
Wait a second. Hey, you must be lost. There's a girl here. What's happening? Get up.
All right. So first of all, good to meet you guys. My name is Brooke.
Hello, bro.
Okay, quick question, or a couple questions. First one is strictly for Eric Stewart.
Okay.
This is kind of random. When you asked about getting some girls to play in the game, was that a reference to Brock from Pokemon?
Oh, I wasn't saying it because of that. Don't you want to see my jelly donuts? No, I was actually serious. My question was really, how can we get more girls to come and play this game?
That's very true.
What do you think, Brooke? How do we do it?
Should you spread the word that there are actually girls playing the game and maybe others will come? Should we build a baseball field on our farm? And wait, that's a different movie.
I guess what you should do is just like
have a
definitely
female
say, yeah, like get the girls to play into the game and
all the guys in the shower.
Here's an idea.
Now that was a good answer. I'm going to let him say that.
What'd he say?
Female main character.
No, he said all the guys need to shower.
Here's an idea. Cosplay as your characters.
Cosplay?
Cosplay as your characters.
That's what. Oh, if we did that?
Yes.
Maybe with the rock opera, I'll wear the whole Kaiba outfit.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes. Okay. Here's the question for all of you. This is a legitimate one. I know you guys do the English dubbing for the Yu-Gi-Oh series, but out of curiosity, can you or have you ever tried voice acting in another language? And if so, which ones could you possibly demonstrate?
Pass. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca, Yugioh?
The furthest I think I ever went in that direction was I play Meta Knight on Kirby and I use a Spanish accent. Yes, of course.
right, we're done with, would you like to finish off with any ending words for our fans out there?
I would just like to say it's been a blast, and thank you for having me here. This is my first year here, and I just, the whole event is a lot of fun. It's great to actually get to meet the fans, and I am, you know, I do play a mean, jerky character, and let's just say a little bit of that is my personality, but mostly I'm actually kind of a nice guy, and I'm actually kind of humbled when you guys come up to me and tell me how much you like my work, so I appreciate that.
Mostly what Eric said. I got to say that this has been a really great crowd. You've been very respectful to us, and I've enjoyed meeting you too. I've enjoyed hearing stories about how our work has affected you positively. That's been great. I've had a couple of really good stories about our characters inspiring you to rise above whatever situation may be bringing you down. And I'm glad that our work does that, because honestly, it's a lot of fun for us. We don't really get to see how it affects you. So thank you for that. Thank you for the stories, and enjoy yourselves, man. Thanks.
Yes, what Eric and Wayne said, and yeah, I mean, obviously my son plays, so I've come to a lot of these, but the fans are always, as Wayne said, just respectful and nice. It's always great, so it's always fun to come and meet people, and the other thing that's fun is I get to hang out with Wayne and Eric, and because, you know, I would say that the best part of doing these series at 4Kids, definitely for me, because an actor's life is sort of transient, and you know, you don't have a 9-to-5 job, and I mean, I think a lot of us felt this way, but the best part about 4Kids and doing this work was the relationships we made. Like, I went to school with Dan, so we were friends anyway, but I really met Wayne, and we started doing Turtles and became good friends. We became great friends, and you know, obviously I got closer to Eric, he directed, and so that's the best part, was the best part of 4Kids for me, and this gives us another opportunity to hang out and also meet you guys, which has been great. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right.
I just wanted to say one more thing, and if everyone, I want to talk about Dan Green for a second, but if everyone wouldn't mind turning off the recording devices.
Please be honest about that, like everybody.